Hey family, we are live, broadcasting live. This is the Conversation Room 101. Make sure it's only adults in the house. I need your mind to be open, prepared, and relaxed. Welcome to our home. Take your shoes off. We got some rules we need to go over. Be kind. No cursing in the chat. If you want to curse, call in. And no shouting out other channels. That's a no-no. We got one other rule. There is no judging our guests. It will not be permitted. Zero tolerance. And if so, you want to do that, guess what? We got security. And we will escort you out. Because over here, hashtag we don't care. We're going to be one big family. We're going to laugh together sometimes. We're going to cry. But we definitely going to pray. I thank the Lord above for everything. I lift him up and give him the glory. But you guys, right now, we're going to get our popcorn. And then we're going to see what's going on. And let me just park my car. And I'll be in there in a minute. I see you soon.
The Copyright Disclaimer Act. The Copyright Disclaimer Act under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comments, news, reporting, teaching, scholarships, and research. Fair use is used permitted by copyright statutes that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use.
Like, share, subscribe.
Do you want to know? Well, I've been thinking about you, and I think you'll have to listen, because the sun is up, it's a beautiful day. My beginning will be as bright as the sun. Come, won't you come along? And it feels so bright, it's like luck is raining on me. Go and follow your heart, doesn't matter how far. There is so much love to give. Something's telling me this time. Baby, baby, now
see this? How you cannot go
baby, baby, gotta go. There is so much love to give. Something's telling me it's right.
Neighbors and the
When you
community
came to me,
compelled to
who are
scour
you?
the area.
It's you, yeah, boy.
Where does the fault lie on you?
Hey family, come on in, you guys. Come on in. I know we're early. We are a whole hour early, but I want to get in and get out. Because I do got to work this evening. And I'm thinking about it. And I'm like, let me just share a little tidbit with you guys. First of all, let me see who's all in the building. Zena's in the building. Zena, Tina, Sugar Mama, Woke to God, Nancy LaRose. Lisa Taylor is in the building. C6 Banks is in here. D Diva, Alvira's in the building. Hey Alvira, how you doing? And D Diva is in here. Rebecca, hey Rebecca, Cry is in the building. How you doing? And Daniel's in the building. Danielle is in the building. You guys, I wanted to share something with you. And I need your feedback because I want to share. Sanja is in the building. How you doing, lovely? I want to share something with you, and I know you're gonna think some kind of way, but since I allowed you to see yesterday that the young lady that was in Ypsilanti, Talasha Moore, was lying on the stage, or not the stage, lying in court. And I mean, you take an oath, you put your hand up, and you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. And then you say, I do. And you get in there and you say what you say. You would think a person be like, you know what? I may go to jail if I'm lying. But some people, they get in there and they be like, well, maybe that's the wrong day, or maybe that's this or such and such, or whatever. But she said what she said, and if you guys want to believe what she said, I'm going to tell you again, I just showed you that was a bald face lie. Now, what we need for you guys to understand today, if that was a lie, take it out of the equation because that's a lie. What do we need to take out the equation? Did they show up at our house? See, it was weird to me that they knew that they went to this little town, Islay, because either the car or the tether that King was wearing showed that they were on the highway going towards that direction. And they also were spotted at a gas station. But I'm going to tell you guys something. I don't believe for one bit that girl showed up at that house with a red Jaguar car. That doesn't even make sense. When you really start thinking about the whole situation, hey, Ace Woman, how you doing? Nice to see you back again. Hadn't seen you in a long time. I think we haven't seen you since that one case in Philly. Was it Philly? I think it was in Philadelphia. But nevertheless. So do you guys understand that I was going down the street today and I thought, okay, you know, so they was taking this car back to Ysley. And I said, hold on, what am I thinking about? If she lied about that, was there a red Jag? Was there a red Jag that needed to go back? Because I mean, I was actually thinking, and I'm thinking to myself, that's the kind of a car you would notice. I mean, with it being red, I mean, even the police say, don't drive or buy a red car, because when you get on the highway, it's one of the cars that's really noticed or whatever. But then Tawana Butts didn't say anything about she seeing a red car or a red Jag or something. And you kind of got to think this car would have been a flashy car. So why did Tawana didn't see or say she seen a red car? We went over the whole video, and I'm like, they even asked her, when they rebutted or requestioned her, the defense questioned her, and she said there was a car that pulled up, but she don't know what car it was, and it was a guy and things of that nature. But she said she was blocking the two bays, so they was working on a car, and they asked her to move the car one time. And I'm not saying that they didn't work on a red Jag or anything of that nature, but I am saying, let me explain to you that, I just don't believe it. I just don't believe it. Sometimes when we start getting off in the details and you say, now hold on, you done already rung that bell and told us it's a red Jag and they had to drive the car back, and King explained it. She was in the car with him, and he didn't say nothing about he followed or anything of that nature. And they drove all the way to Islay, 30-40 minute drive, which is nothing. But how do you guys feel about that information that I shared with you? I need somebody to respond to me, because I need to talk to you guys, because I'm finna share something else with you that I know for a fact that you did not know. And you can get mad, but I'm just sharing stuff with you that just seems like, I'm saying that I'm not saying that they didn't go. I'm saying that what if they didn't go? What if King went, but Jarvis and this young lady didn't go. Because, when we try to put in the timeline, Evangelist said, good point. When we try to put in the timeline, things don't add up. He had all this time to call this woman and call that woman and go to the house and go get a room. And I'm like, where is the time that he had to off this girl? Where is the time? Because I know it don't take a long time to boom somebody, but I mean, if you don't shoot them, then it does take a little minute, and then you got to figure it out. You got to figure it out. And I'm thinking, well, why would these people come on the stand and lie? Well, they probably coming on the stand and lie to try to help King. And I'm not saying Tawana's lying. I believe that she told what she seen and what she didn't see. When she left, that was it. And I believe that's the last time someone actually seen Naziah alive. I believe that. But let me share this with you guys, because I know you don't know. If you guys are ready for another nugget, we throw these nuggets in. And like I said before, if you guys don't understand why I'm giving it to you in pieces, I'm not giving it to you in pieces because I want to string you along like a cliff note. I'm giving it to you in pieces so you can literally not ask me 50 million questions about this, that, and the other, and it's going to make sense to you. You can't eat a whole cake in one day. But if you see what I'm saying and you see the facts or you see the evidence that I show you, then you can see why I said what I said. Okay? Now, like I said, I'm not saying that they didn't go. But if she lying, evidently there's a lie in there. And if it doesn't make sense with the lie that's in there, then you can either say they went and they didn't make it to the house, or they didn't go and they never did make it to the house. But the tracker shows that his phone pinged. They didn't say nothing about the tether. They said his phone pinged going to Ypsilanti. So I do believe that they were in Ypsilanti. And I say, okay, but they're in Ypsilanti. So what the guy said, it doesn't seem like there was enough time to replace a water pump on the Jag if they didn't get the part until after 3 p.m. Exactly. Well, I'm not even going to worry about the Jag. I'm not even going to worry about the Jag because I don't believe no Jag was there. Okay? I'm just going to tell y'all like a TI is. You know why I don't believe? Let me share this with you guys because I just found this out this morning. So this is not even the other stuff that I was going to really share with you guys. I just found this out this morning and I thought to myself, let me share it with you guys because you guys are family and it's a fact. So I've got something. Let me see here. I got something to share with you because I said to myself, are you guys listening? Put a 1 in the chat. First of all, you guys, I don't even know. I just come on here and just start talking. I did. I just start talking because things are on my mind. And I don't know if you guys are listening or not. Thank you, Sanja. Thank you, Lisa Taylor. Thank you, Nancy. Thank you, guys. Okay. Because we are trying to look for Naziah. So you guys can get mad at me all you want, but I'm going to share some with you. And you tell me, hey, Carla, if it's going to freak you out. Let me see if I download it. Let me think. Okay. Let me tell you something. And I hate that I'm going to have to say this, but it's so true. You guys say y'all listening because you put a 1 in the chat. That tells me you're listening. And we got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 people say they listening. 40 people in the chat and 8 people say they listening. Lord help me. Black folks. Oh, Lord. That's how y'all do. That's how y'all do. Anyways. I wish right now I can X everybody out, but just, and I think I can. I think I can X everybody out except, and just put members only or people that's subscribed. C6 Banks is in there. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, you guys, listen to this. And you guys going to shut the front door. But you tell me if this is big information or small information. And that's why I talk to some of you guys offline a lot. Because, okay, C6 Banks, I feel you. So I won't do that. Just because you. And thank you, mods. Thank you, mods. You guys are doing a good job. Let's talk about King for a moment. Just a tad bit, and it might last the whole rest of this live because I can't freaking get it in my head. But so I said, okay, so the chick that's in Yisliani is lying, and we got that. We understand that. Is Woke the God in the building? I got to see if Woke the God in the building. Hey, Lady T, how you doing? Welcome back. Welcome back. And Star, I'm working, but I put my headsets on and listen. All right. All right. So you guys, listen to this. I know this sounds crazy, but like I said, sometimes it's the little things that changes the whole scenario, like of what you've heard just cannot be true. It just simply cannot. But so Talisha, that's her name, Talisha. I don't know why I keep calling it Talisha. Her name is Talisha Moore. Said that they tried to stay around, but her nephew didn't get home in time to see his dad, and they had to get back because King had to go get back because he's on tether. Because King's on tether. Right? Is that what was said, y'all? Okay, Woke the God is in the building. Thank you. Is that what was said? You guys correct me if I'm wrong. That's why they had to get back. That's what King said, and that's what Talisha said, right? If that's what was said, you guys please, because I don't want somebody to be in here and they be like, SP, that is not what was said. This was what was said. Because we're not going back and forth. To be honest with you, I done watched these videos 50 million times, and I will watch them 50 more. I listen to them more than I watch them because I'll be at work and I put my headsets on, and I distinctly heard that, right? Okay. Star says, yes, that's what was said. Okay. Now, that it was his tether. Okay. Now, does this make any sense? Do you guys know? Woke the God say, yes, SP, that's what was said. Let me tell you guys something. And you guys, I know you guys is going to flip out and say, oh, I don't know, SP. King lives in Yisliani. Now, where was he trying to get back to? Shut the front door! Shut the front door! Did she? I heard somebody say, what? I heard somebody say, what, SP? What did you just say? I said, King lives in Yisliani. So, where was he trying to get back to, y'all? King lives in Yisliani. Oh, no, I can't make it up. Hold on. Something sticking me. Mm, mm-mm. Lisa say, huh? Yeah, well, she said, at the time I was under the impression that he had a Detroit address. Okay. Yep, I bet you did. But let me show you something. And his neighbor said he was still living there. But let me show you something real quick. I got the picture for you. Image. Let me see if it's under image real quick. Oh, there. Took a little snapshot of it. Let's see it pop up. Can you guys see that? Can you guys see that? Dang, what did I eat? Lady T said, shut the front door. I don't know if you guys can see this. Stephanie says, no way. Yes way, Stephanie. I don't know if you guys can see it. Shut the front door. Let me try to scoot over a little bit. You guys see that? And I contact the neighbor. Can you guys still hear me? I contact the neighbor. And he was living there in January. And it says it right there. His last seen on January the 20th. Stephanie said, I almost fell out. I almost fell. Look, Lord, help me. So remember I told you guys, why is it that if they went to Yisliani, why did it not ping at that house? Why did it not ping at Talesha's and them house? They would have known where they was at and where they went. Why did it not ping there and say, oh, woo, 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 woo? But he lives in Yisliani. All right, let me remove it. Okay, I'm reading you guys. Sandra said, I hear it and I see it. Do you guys see? Yes, we can hear you. Okay, thank you, Lady T. Now, change the whole scenario about the red car and the red Jag that was supposed to be dropped off at 9 o'clock, that was already there 5 days prior, 4 days prior, that can't even get their lie straight, to that, guess what? King lives in Yesliani. Yes, he lives there. And so it's been pondering and I've been wondering in my head, okay, so his neighbor said, yeah, I seen him in January. I don't know now because he's in jail. He's in prison now. I'm pretty sure he ain't there now. But he was there the night he lived there when she allegedly vanished. You know? See, that's why I tell you guys, and that's why I say, did she even come back? Is she still there? Because, I was going to show y'all something else. I don't know if I got it. Let me see if I got it. Image. I don't know if I took a picture, and let me see. Let me go and find this picture. Hold on. I gotta find this picture on if you really look really close, you can even see his address, and go check it out yourself. If you guys don't believe me, but let me see. Let me download this picture real quick. Let me download this picture, and he lives. I mean, there's if you look. Hold on, you guys. Let me go and download this picture real quick. I can still see what you guys are saying. I don't know. See, y'all don't want to say nothing when okay, where's the picture at? Oh, there it is, right there. Okay. People dead. People want to talk to me now. Don't talk to me now. Wasn't talking to me before. Don't talk to me now. Okay, let me see if you guys can see something. Let me see image. I'm sorry I didn't download this picture before, you guys. I'm gonna show you something. I want to show you something. She did because she was seen going into. No, Yolanda, stop. Ain't nobody got no confirmation she was seen going into no hotel. Who's got the confirmation of that? Where did you hear that from? You heard that on a channel or something? Because the police ain't said they got a picture of her going into a hotel. Now they got Jarvis's signature that he signed into the hotel, but ain't nobody got a picture of her going into no hotel. Where did you see that at? It wasn't in the preliminary. It wasn't in the preliminary. Now, what you guys see right here, where that little red dot is, you're going to have to zoom in because I tried to zoom in for you guys. I don't think I can. But that's the address of your boy, King. And right next to King, just right behind, there's your river right there. Actually, if you go down the road and everything and go into his apartment complex, it's right at the back end of the apartment complex. And actually, we was looking at that. We were looking at that for somebody else. I don't know, Star. I don't know. But yeah. Now, I'm not saying King may have a apartment or living with a girlfriend in Detroit. I'm not saying he doesn't. All I'm saying is his apartment is in that town. It's Leanne. And so he didn't have far to go. He didn't have far to go. So I don't know why they would come all the way back. And I'm not saying that they didn't come all the way back. Evangelist says, I saw a hotel video too. Oh, you seen a hotel video? You seen a hotel video with Naziah walking in or walking out? You seen that? Because I don't want y'all to lie on yourselves now. I don't want you to lie on yourself because I know that's not to be true. I know that's not. You probably seen a hotel video, but let me see here. We was looking for that. Why you send me this? Huh? Yeah. Oh, Evangelist says yes, it was fake. Yeah, I know it was fake. Why you send me this? This confirms what we're saying, right, sweetheart? Look, you're saying April 21st to August the 24th. You got January. I just told you guys. January, February, she got, oh my goodness. I thought originally they said she was with him, but it was never confirmed by the authorities. Virtuous, yes. Hello. Vengeance. These folks will do anything for clicks and views. Exactly. Exactly. So, and woke the God. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know where he went after that. I know he went to jail in February of 2024. He went to jail. I look. I don't understand what you're saying. That that tells me what I got is true. I I just said, you guys. Yes, I am speaking to you. Yes. Anywho's, you guys. The neighbor said, see, we're in 2025. Lady T said, oh man, SP, I'm speechless. Why are all of these people lying on the stand? Well, it's not a whole bunch of people lying. It's King and Talacia has lied to have manufactured that this girl was still alive, da 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 da. And I don't know why. I figured they had to be lying. And I don't know. And if you go back and look at House King's, the question from the defense, Jarvis is giving them questions. Jarvis is giving them questions to ask King, since they done manufactured up this lie, like King is not involved. And I told you guys, and and a certain person I spoke to, and I respect everybody. I respect everybody's decision. But this person was like, no, 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 King is not involved, SP. No, there's now I'ma tell you guys this. I believe King is involved, or he knows, or whatever. I'm just saying. But they done made a deal with King. And King done came up with this fabulous lie. And we all believe no, we all believe that oh, so you're trying to say he was there also in Wayne County, 2019 to 2024? Well, are you see what I'm saying? There's always somebody, and it says that, but he can't live at both of them, or he can have the other street, and it's in Ypsilanti. So April 2021 to August 2024, he lived at Ypsilanti. You guys see what I'm saying? True that. So I don't think he's paying rent at both places or whatever. Last time he was seen, it was in January of 2024 at that apartment. Now, she said, I'm just showing you what the app says. I thank you very much. But I'm just showing you what the app says too. And I just told you, I talked to the neighbor. And the neighbor seen him in January and hadn't seen him since at that address. Now, I own 2 houses. I'm not going to rent 2 houses, but I own 2. So he could have an address with this person and an address with that person, but they made it seem like they were just visiting somebody out of town. Well, his apartment's out of town. That's probably why he's always late. He say he's always late because he gets up and he make it to the gym. He goes to the gym or whatever. But you do see the other address. You do see the address and you see what it says. I always said, somebody in here said, what they say. I always said King was involved from the beginning when he said Ian didn't see Jarvis in the courtroom. Yeah, he know he's seen King. Sherry said, I definitely feel like King made some kind of deal for his testimony. Yeah, he did. It was said they walked in at, no, it didn't say they walked in at 9:30 p.m., Yolanda, but Jarvis signed it noon. Signed it noon. That's why Roxy went to the hotel. I don't know what you're talking about. That's why Roxy was at the trail in across the street. So I don't know what you're talking about. That's why DT keep going back to Lady's house because Zanaya phone kept pinging there. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I can't speak what you heard, where you heard it, and is it true or not. That's that's another, they got to figure that out for you. I can't figure it out for you. Sherry says, I definitely feel that King made some kind of deal. Yeah, he had to make some kind of deal. He came up with a story, and the story is the reason why they had, I mean, none of what he said makes sense. First of all, he had to analyze the vehicle to find out what's wrong, and then he turned around and said he had an expert, and then the expert didn't have time to work on it, so he Googled it. Somehow he Googled it and figured it out, called AutoZone, ordered the part, ordered this organic part now that you just can't get, but he did. Somehow he did that, which then they drove to AutoZone and picked this part up, forgot some parts, so they had to go back and get some more parts, got to the place, and then they worked on this car and put this water pump on from the time from 4 o'clock to just say 6:30, 2.5 hours. I beg the freaking difference that a person that never put on a water pump on a Jag can put a water pump on in 2.5 hours. I just don't believe it. There maybe can put in oil, take out oil, change a tire, but put a water pump on 2.5 hours, and this is your first time and you Googled it, I beg the difference. Not only that, I don't even believe you can get the part from AutoZone. I don't know. You know what? I want to call the auto part. I don't know what year this car is, but it couldn't have been an older year. Maybe a 2000 Jag or such and such. I don't know. Maybe I need to call down there to AutoZones. Say AutoZones in Wayne County, Detroit, Michigan. I don't know.
Here are the listings for AutoZone auto parts near Detroit.
Yeah, I want to call the AutoZone. Hold on. Let me call the AutoZone down there. Let me just see what they say. Maybe they do got these parts. Yeah, I'm looking. I'm trying. I think I need a water pump for a Jag. Do you guys got that on the shelf, or do I have to order it?
What kind of Jag is it?
Oh, I don't know. I'm just trying to figure out, am I going to have to wait or not?
I mean, yeah, you plan on waiting.
Say what?
Plan on waiting. We don't stock them the Jag parts.
Plan on waiting? Y'all don't stock Jag parts?
Correct.
All right. Thank you very much. Okay. We just made that phone call, you guys. Okay. So plan on waiting because we don't stock Jackpot's water pumps. Okay, you guys. I mean, I can't with some of you sometimes because you guys want to do the impossible, give people the benefit of the doubt that they can get this water pump in one day. And I'm just tired of showing the stupidity that sometimes we have. It's impossible. Those are luxury cars. They don't do that. I don't have to tell him what kind, what year, because the only thing I have to say is a Jag. I'm just being honest with you. If you ever had these kind of cars before, you would know. There's no way in God's green earth they're going to have that on the shelf. There's no way. There's no way. It's got to be, we got to start using our minds and our brains that when it just don't make sense, let's not even think about it like, oh, well, maybe they called ahead of time and said that the car was coming. They didn't know. How would they know? He said, tell me what your car is doing. And she said it was leaking something. And he was like, what was it leaking? The grandma said, I don't know. So she had the car towed. She had the car towed. They could be talking about another day or something. I don't know. I have no clue. I just like, I mean, we say that we're not stupid, you guys. We say that we're not dumb, but then we want to, when somebody tell us something, oh yeah, I spent $1 million today at the study. Well, they could have, SP. They could have. Like, you know what? Sometimes, and you guys don't get me wrong. Sometimes I just can't, because that's why when we come on sometimes, and like today, you know, I'm just going to tell you what I see. I'm going to tell you, you know, I went and researched and I seen this and I seen that, and it's not making sense. I'm just going to tell you these things, you guys, you know. But people tell us stupid stuff all the time. Carla says, yes, you have to, or he says, just plan on waiting. That's what he said. Plan on waiting. You're right. Plan on waiting because you're not going to get it. Now, had he said that they went to the salvage yard and got the part, that's a different story. That's a whole different story. But see, King don't want us to know that, guess what? They went looking for Naziah to be off that bus. King don't want us to know that he was in a car and Jarvis was looking for, because if he says that they got in the car together to go pick this child up, then he is what? He put himself as a part of the equation. He gonna get some big time, because you could have talked this man out of picking up this child, but you went with him to help him out. Get in the car. She probably thinking King's in the car. I'll get in the car too. Maybe we're going to go do some fun things. Or surely he's not going to do anything to me if King's in the car. I don't know. She wanted to be in the car anyway. They already planned that. I'm just saying, you guys. I'm just saying. But I know one thing. They did make it to Yisliani, because his phone pinged in Yisliani, but I don't believe they made it to that woman's house. Because they probably asked him, well, what was y'all doing in Yisliani? Oh, we was taking back a car. See, I don't believe that when they made it back to Detroit, which they had to, because he did pick up that vehicle from his ex baby mama's house. So they made it back, And we don't know if King made it back or not. We don't know that. They talking about, well, we went in the back and we divvied up the money like we always do, and da 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 and all this other stuff. Come on now. Y'all probably already, you probably dropped him off to go pick up the car, and he picked up that car, and that's how Naziah was in the blue car. But I don't think they picked up his Cadillac. I don't think they picked up his Cadillac. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. I don't think he wanted Naziah in his Cadillac. I think whatever he did, he was in that blue car when he did it. He was in that blue car when he did it. That's for sure. Because her glasses was there. But I'm wondering, okay, wasn't nothing else there? Well, she probably didn't have her backpack. The backpack was probably still in the Cadillac that she was jumping in and out of. That's why, hey. Yeah. Anyway, you guys, I just wanted to, foreign car parts get ordered. Exactly. Anyway, you guys, like I said, we're just going to share these little kibits as they come up. And I really wasn't even going to share that with you because, like I said, I was just going over something I was going to share with you. But some said, go back. And that's what I did. Go back. And that's what I did. Hold on. I want to pull something because I don't want people to get all mixed up. I don't want to, get mixed up. Because people will go back when we're not here. And sometimes the reason why I'll pull out something is because you don't get what everybody else get. If you wasn't here when we spoke about it or we talked about it, then you know what? Then you're gonna miss some of the conversation. You're gonna miss some of what was seen or said or done or whatever. You're gonna miss some of it. That's what they get. But you guys, I think the next day that I'm off will be Friday. It's not going to be nothing big, but what I will share with you is some facts, and then we're at a dead end with the facts, but so I guess I can share it with you now. Well, I don't know yet. Let me try to get back in there one more time. And in that way, you know, I think I do believe that the family is in the chat listening because we were we had touched pay dirt. When I say pay dirt, do anybody in here knows what pay dirt means? Anybody in here knows what pay dirt means? Because sometimes I think I be talking my grandma talk and my mama talk. Nobody in here knows what pay dirt means. I say we hit pay dirt. What does that mean? Just one person in the chat. All right. I'll wait. I will wait. Somebody knows what pay dirt means. Woke the God says gems. Yep, it means gems. Google it, you guys. Google it. Jackpot. Exactly. Google it. Let's see here. What is it? What does pay dirt mean?
Here's the definition of pay dirt: ground containing ore in sufficient quantity to be profitably extracted.
Pay dirt means grounds that contains ore in sufficient quantities to be profitable extracted. Sherry says, so I love the hard and thorough work you do. Thank you. You're welcome. Sherry. So Uh, we have a nugget that we hit pay dirt on, but I think I messed it up a little bit. They not talking to me now, but I still gonna share with you how I got in touch with them, who I got in touch with, and then I will let you hear the last conversation that we had where they told me that they were the police. And I'm like, I don't believe you. Because I already know they not the police. Police might be looking for them. She said, what does it mean, SP? Pay dirt. I just told you what it means, Pretty Green. Pay dirt means grounds that contains ore in sufficient quantity to be profitable extracted. That means we have found something that is valuable. Pay dirt. And what does pay dirt mean in slang? Let me see. When miners found an area rich with gold ore, they would say that they hit pay dirt. Today, you're more likely to use this term informally to mean reward, profit, or success. If you win a fancy new TV station in a raffle at the school, you might exclaim, I totally hit pay dirt. Do you guys now understand what pay dirt means when somebody say, we hit pay dirt? So we're looking for Naziah, and I say, we hit pay dirt. That means we've got something that's profitable, valuable, that we done extracted, and now we're finna share with you. So when you hear, so my grandma would say, girl, I bring a young man home and he got a really nice job. He making 6-7 figures or something. And I bring him home and he's, pulling out the chair for me and open up doors and give me money to go get something to wear and tell me how beautiful I am and ask me to marry him. My grandma say, baby, you hit pay dirt. You done extracted something that you need to keep and it's profitable. She telling me, and the person may not know when they say, oh, you hit pay dirt, they may not know what you're talking about. But now we know. Okay? She said, I heard you. Yeah, I know. Anyway, you guys, I'm not going to stay on here long. I just want to share that little nugget with you. So you're thinking, I know it is very hard for what I'm telling you, but what I'm telling you is the TRUTH. I'm not going to sit here and give you drama just to have you come in here. My time is too valuable and yours is valuable too. So you guys, let's get off of here. And I do have to watch how I share things and when I share them, because when I'm in the middle of something, of hitting pay dirt, I don't want somebody, which always be in the chat, not saying nothing, just hiding in the bushes like a lizard. And then they run over there. She said this, she said that, It doesn't change what I said, but that person could be listening. So then therefore, then that's the end of that. Like they did on Nay. They wanted to say negative stuff about Nay. And then she felt some kind of way. So she say. Anyway, you guys. Finna get off of here. You guys be good, be great, be nice to each other. Peace.